Hi, everybody. I'm James, and welcome back to Storytime with James. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. All right. This one's called Never Again. Yeah. Look, one time I went to this party. Me and a couple of my partners went to a party, and the party was called the Playgrounds in Chicago. If anybody came up in the 80s and the 80s and early 90s, it was called the Playground, and they changed it to the Candy Store or something like that. But so we got in the party, and we was partying. Jack your body, jack your body, jack your body, jack your body. We was partying, man. We was house, That's what the thing was back then. Before rap, really rap took off. It was house music, okay? And man, we really danced. We really danced. We danced all night, all night. So I say about two in the morning. That's when the party was getting good. Everybody, it was packed shoulder to shoulder. You couldn't even move in there. So then a fight broke out, and it was mayhem in there. So all of us had to make a hasty retreat out of there, out the party. And keep in mind, it was kind of cool. This was Chicago, so it was kind of cool. And we were sweating from head to toe, sweating cause we danced so hard in there. So after that, we tried to find another party, but we to no avail. We couldn't find any parties, so we just went on home. And I was mad because the party was just getting really good. It was packed. It was packed out. So after that, I went on home, and we got to my block, and then everybody dispersed, went their separate ways. So I got in the door, walked in, it was quiet in the house. Except I heard some music in my sister's room, my older sister's room. So I knocked on the door and went in, and she had the stereo on in her room. And she didn't have any lights on, just the stereo light was on. So I stood up in there, was telling her about the party, you know, how the party got shut down and stuff. After that we sitting there talking, laughing and stuff like that. I said, "Man, what's up, man?" I said, "Hey, no, don't you got something to drink in here or something? Cause man, I got shut down at the party. And I was getting ready to start drinking. But we didn't have nothing." She said, "Oh no, we ain't got nothing in here." So I went to the refrigerator and I looked in there, and I saw 3 bottles of cooking sherry. Okay, cooking sherry. So that's what my mother used to cook with and stuff like that. So I took a bottle of it and went back to my sister's room. I said, "You want some of this?" She said, "Let me get some, a little bit." I gave her a little bit, and I was drinking. They were some long, skinny bottles. They were long, about this long. Long, skinny bottles of cooking sherry. So I'm sipping on that. Next thing I know, the bottle was gone. So I went back to the refrigerator and got another one. Got another one. Went back in the room, sipping, sipping. My sister didn't want no more. She didn't want no more. She said, no, I don't want no more of that. It's nasty." I said, "Man, this tastes good. It tastes like strawberries or something. And I'm drinking and drinking and drinking, laughing and talking and drinking and laughing and talking and drinking and laughing and talking and drinking. Before I knew it, I think I took too much. I think I took too much.
Yeah, I knew you was a drunk. I knew
I
you was a
took too
drunk.
much. So I uh I went to get up, and I fell back down in the seat. Keep in mind, I was sitting in a little kid's chair. You know, so I said, "Man," and I told my sister, I said, "I'm kind of messed up." Okay, I said, I'm finna go to bed, you know. So I got up and I went to the front room instead of going to my bedroom. I thought I was in my bedroom, but I was in the front. And I laid on the couch. And when I fell down on the couch, boom, the whole world was going around. And I had never been that messed up before in my life, to where I blacked out. I completely blacked out. So the next morning, I woke up. It wasn't the next morning. The next evening, I woke up. Woke up about one something, you know, and I was like, man, what happened? And my head said, I went to sit up, and my head, boom, 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 boom. Hold up, cut the air off. So I said, man, I was messed up last night, and then I start smelling pine sol, strong pine sol. So I said, what in the world? And I said, man. And then I can smell my mother was cooking something, and it got me sick again. So I started throwing up, and my mother came in there. She was very mad at me. You know, she said, "Boy, I cleaned up. You threw up all on my front room, all on the table and everything. You know." I said, "Oh my goodness!" I said, "Oh, I'm sorry." And I went to stand up, and I couldn't even stand. I was so dizzy. So after that, I drank a lot of water, and I think my mother gave me some ginger ale. You know, ginger ale. I drank that, and then I started feeling better. I took a few aspirin, and man, my head was pounding. And I remember that day, I said, never again, never again, never again will I let myself get like that. You know, my mother said, yeah, okay, yeah. You got messed up, didn't you? I said, yeah, yes. She said, and you had to, you gonna buy me some more cooking sherry. I said, okay. So after that, I got drunk a few more times after that, but I never drank like that again. You know, it was terrible. And my sister was got messed up too, and she just drank a little, but I drank all 3 bottles of my mother's cooking sherry. So after that, I said, man, that's it, no more. After that, I threw a party at the house, and I packed it up and I moved. I moved to Alabama. You know, moved to Alabama because that I was out of control. I was out of control. You know, and I said, never again will I ever let myself get like that. And I haven't though. I haven't after that. I haven't. And my sister, they at that time my sister was still drinking. She said, "You want to drink?" I said, "Nope, nope, nope." I just refused. You know. So I'm telling y'all, if you got a problem, a drinking problem, slow it down. I'm telling you, because you don't want to get like that. You know. Well, you probably have been like that. Some people, they get like that and they don't stop. You know, they just keep doing it. You know, but some people, they figure, get it in their head that they're not going to do it, and they won't do it no more. You know, so if you got a problem drinking, by all means, stop or slow down. You know, slow it down some. You know, because it's not good. You know, but well, oh, we got some cinnamon rolls here. I'm gonna attempt to eat these here. That's what I diverted my time, instead of drinking, by just eating something. or drinking a soda or something like that. That ain't good for you either, but hey, it's better than alcohol. So we got some cinnamon rolls here. I heated them up too. Oh, these are good. Thanks, big sis. Thank big sis for the cinnamon rolls. They good. And the eggplant was good too. I don't eat eggplant, you know.
Hey, man, slide me some of that. Let me get a little bit. Let me get a little bit. Just a little piece.
Man.
A little piece, man. Please, man. Man, I'm hungry, man. I like that. It smell good, man. That's bad. You heated that up too, didn't you? Thanks, man. Thanks, man.
Can't eat nothing around here. Ooh. Some pretzel snacks. I love snacking off of these, man. These got a really very good taste to them. These Snyders, I used to get these a long time ago on my old videos, older videos. Yeah, these are good. Snyders.
Go on here and slide that bag over this way, man. Go on and slide it over here. Go on and slide it over here. Go on here. Thanks, man.
All right,
Thanks.
you guys. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave me a comment if you like. And hit that bell notification. Hit that bell notification so that you know every time I drop another video. And share. Share my videos with your family. Share them with your friends. Share them with your loved ones. And even share them with your enemies. Right. Adios.